Hello again, teachers. So some very exciting news that you may have already heard is that Google is definitely stepping up their game with a slew of new features, the vast majority of which are focused on security and student privacy. But there's a lot of new features coming out. Some were just released that we may or may not notice. There's some coming up very soon in September, and then some of the biggest ones are set to be released at the very beginning of October, if not sooner. One of those big announcements, kind of like a bunch included here, would be breakout rooms. And so for those of you who are interested in breakout rooms, we'll be going through a series of tutorials here to get you set up and make sure that you are up and running with a temporary solution so that you can start the year off with breakout rooms in Google Meet in preparation for the official quote-unquote feature being implemented by Google hopefully very soon. So here's the thing. The solution I'm going to walk you through is very dependent on specific Chrome extensions. So number one, let's make sure we're all using Chrome. And many of you may have already installed some extensions last year to kind of enhance your instruction, and that's totally fine. However, if they don't talk to each other well, I guess that's a good way to put it, you're going to have problems. So let's start with a clean slate. Up here on the top right in my window, you see all of my Chrome extensions, and I've got a number of them here. The ones that are important for us to get rid of to make sure we start off right is anything that you have with like grid view. So this little guy right here is Google Meet grid view. I'm going to go ahead and remove that just to start off fresh. Again, you're not going to mess anything up. We're just trying to start off on the right foot. So I'm going to right click on it, click on remove from Chrome. Yes, remove. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove this other one that we're going to add together. And then attendance is another one that we're going to be talking about. But again, so that I'm on the same as you, I'm going to go ahead and click on remove. If you don't see like your grid view from the past up here in the top, you can click on this little puzzle piece and this will show you others that you may have installed. So if they're not pinned, they would be in this list. So you can still right click in there and remove them, or you can pin it to remove it as well. Okay, so let's assume that we've all started off fresh. We got rid of anything we may have installed last year, so let's start over. To get to extensions, I'm sure you will find links, direct links from Educational Technology. I'm going to go ahead and put the links in the description of this video also, but if you are starting from scratch like this, you can click on the Chrome Apps icon over here on the top left, and then you're going to go to the web store. Either of these is fine. By the way, if you're having a hard time finding that button, you can literally just type chrome.google.com, and then that will take you to another page where you can actually just click on extensions and get to the same page. So one way or another, we all want to get to this page. All right, so here's the big ones we want to install. If you type grid view, there's lots of extensions for grid view, and I will be honest, a lot of them are great and they work great. However, the solution I'm going to show you today is dependent on you using this one. So it is called Google Meet Grid View Fix, and it's by Simone Murillo. I will give you guys the link in the description again, but let's go ahead and add this one to Chrome. Add extension, and we're good to go. The next one you guys want to add is called Breakout Rooms. And again, you may find more than one solution in here. This is the one you want to find. It's called Google Meet Breakout Rooms. It looks like a little purple box with a white square, and it is from Huda Tech right over here. So I'm going to add this to Chrome. While we're at it, a couple others that we're going to recommend to you guys this year is attendance. There's some great extensions for attendance out there. I've heard a lot of people talk about different ones. No one's saying you have to use any specific one, but we are going to recommend you use this one by Clay Codes, Meet Attendance. It looks like the apple with a little check mark. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. The last one is not something that's you have to do by any means, but it is very cool and it is going to be implemented by Google as well. But this one called Nod. Nod is something that you guys are going to want to add as well. And what it does is it gives you the ability to show reactions. Thumbs up, thumbs down, hand raised, that kind of thing. The only downside to this one is that everybody will need to install it. So in other words, if you want your students to be able to give you a thumbs up or raise their hand in class, they will each need to install this one on their own. I'm not going to cover this one today. I just wanted to throw it out there to make sure you guys knew that it was available, and we are recommending it. Okay, so for this tutorial, that's pretty much it. I just want to make sure you guys kind of started fresh and got those installed. So once again, what we installed here, and I'm going to go ahead and pin these so they see them, is Google Meet Grid View Fix, specifically the one that says Fix. We installed Google Meet Breakout Rooms. We installed Meet Attendance, and we installed Nod. So once you guys get all those installed, or at least the ones that you want, again, the bare minimum to do breakout rooms would be the grid view fix and the actual breakout room. So once you guys get those installed, I will see you in a bit in the next tutorial.